Hola, this is Anthony, and this is Every Dad Day. So, I want to tell you guys a little story. This is story time with Every Dad Day. So, I was at Dutch Bros yesterday. I like Dutch Bros when I'm feeling a little, racy because they keep that extroverted flavor nice and hot. Not just the coffee. Not just the coffee. So anyways, I'm in the line at Dutch Bros. And by the way, why does Dutch Bros always have the tiniest locations on earth? I mean, tiny. It's like literally a one-bedroom apartment that sells coffee. And then they have the car line that goes out into the street and extends all the way to the highway. So you're literally cutting off the 101. That's an Arizona reference if you're watching outside of Arizona. You're cutting off an entire freeway is what I'm trying to say by just sitting there because you want a cup of coffee. So I'm in my line and I'm trying not to make eye contact with the people on the freeway because I'm cutting off traffic and I just want my coffee. Now I have a drink that's just a little unusual. Whether I'm at Starbucks or Dutch Bros, those are my two favorite. Obviously trendy, that's okay. Think what you want, judge me all you want. But those are the places I like. I go and I essentially get the same thing, which is a black and white, and that's half dark mocha or regular mocha and half white mocha. And then what I do is I get an extra shot, and on top of the extra shot, I like to have whipped cream. Now, if it's a hot drink, the whipped cream's already stirred in. But if it's a cold drink, like at Dutch Bros, I get the freeze. I get a large freeze, black and white, so it's still the tuxedo. But I have the whipped cream blended in. Now, here's why I have to have the whipped cream blended in. Because you can't tell me that those bubble tops that the coffee shops have with the whipped cream on top don't look sissy. I'm sorry. It looks a little sissified. Call it chauvinism. I know it's 2019 and I hate to not be PC, but look, the bubble top with whipped cream, that's sissified. I'm all man. My maleness, my masculinity is fragile. I can't be seen with a bubble top and white whipped cream all on the top with little sprinkles. I can't do it. I just can't. Whipped cream blended into the drink and put a flat lid. I don't want the bubble top. I want a flat lid. So they have how they send the walkers out ahead of time. I have this guy walk up, young guy. He's not as extroverted as usual for Dutch Bros. He just says, "Hey, what's up? How can I help you?" The window. He asks what I want, and I tell him. I say the drink order, and then I add on top of that drink order a lemon muffin top. So it's like a muffin. If you pulled off the top, of course, as expected, the guy gets tripped up with my explanation of the whipped cream getting blended in. I have to say it like 2 or 3 times. He seems kind of confused, but then he finally gets it. And then when I say my lemon muffin top, he says lemon raspberry. Dude, and I'm sitting there like, lemon raspberry? Where did raspberry come in? I said lemon muffin top, dude, not lemon raspberry. Not with the P, not the rasp, but the muffin top. And he says, "Oh, okay." And by this time, we're kind of inching our way towards the front, and it's taken so long because he's a little confused by my order that we're already second in line to the building. And so he just kind of looks up and he sees the car start to drive away. I think he gets a little nervous because then he's like, "You know what? They're going to go ahead and take care of you up there." I'm not 100% confident this guy got my order right. He didn't really confirm. He didn't say, "Okay, this is what you got, right?" You know how they like to do? He didn't do that. So I get to the window, and guess what? They pull out my drink, and you know what I saw? Do you know what I saw? Do you know what I saw? I saw a bubble top with, guess what? You got it, whipped cream on the top. And I said, I became from Jersey at that point. Oh, hey, that ain't my drink. I'm trying to keep my composure. It's just coffee. It's just coffee. I'm telling myself it's just coffee. Chill out. So I said, no, I actually got a flat lid. I got the whipped cream. I wanted whipped cream, but it's stirred in. And when I said that, basically saying, "Hey, the order is wrong," the guy looks at me like I just said, "Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler." I didn't say "Hail Hitler." I just said, "Hey, I want a flat lid with the whipped cream stirred in." He didn't understand it. So he turns around, he explains it to the girl. The best part, and again, this always happens, the girl who's making the drink comes around the corner because she's still confused and says, "Oh, so you want whipped cream?" I said, I do, but I don't want it on the top. I want it blended in. She goes, okay, so even with the lid, you don't want it on top. You want to blend it in. So it's like the millionth time I said it. I'm like, yeah, blend it in, please, flat lid. And she goes, okay, I got you. And the guy's like telling me how much it costs. And I said, hey, just to confirm, you got my lemon muffin top, right? And he looks at the order and he says, oh, no, we didn't get it. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, yeah, I ordered a lemon muffin top, dude. And he goes, okay, all right. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. I see it. And I said, okay, give him my card. He swipes it, charges me up. You know what I'm going to do for you, sir? I'm going to go ahead and refund you the drink, just a drink, because time is money. And I'm like, oh, man, you don't have to do that. Thank you. You know, I appreciate you. And he's like, no. Like I said, time is money. No. Like I said, time is money. I want to do this for you. You know, it's the least I can do. So then, at that point, and I have my card out, and I said, okay, so are you canceling my order? Do you need a reswipe for the lemon muffin top? And remember, he only gave me the drink at this point. And he says, oh, no, I don't need that. You know, I'm just going to cancel out the drink. I said, okay. So I put my card back in my wallet, and I put my wallet back in my pants. And now, if you know anything about putting a wallet back in your pants while you're sitting down driving, it could be a task. You know what I mean? I had to stretch all the way awkwardly and just, he says, all right, you're all set. I refunded your drink, and you know what? I'm going to give you some extra stamps on your card. And I love some extra stamps at Dutch Bros. And you know this, man. You know this. I got my card stamped up like 6 or 7 times extra. I was stoked. I got a free drink. So I was like, not even tripping that I got my order all jacked up. He hands me my lemon muffin top. I'm stoked about it. And then I'm like, all right, dude, have a blessed day. I'm very cheerful at that point. I start to drive away and he goes, oh. I gotta charge you for that lemon muffin top, dude. And I said, huh? What do you mean charge me for the lemon muffin top? I had my card in my hand. I had my card. This is the Dutch Bros card, but I'm gonna pretend it's my I have my debit card. And I said, I had it, remember? And I said, you want me to keep it out swiping? It's like, oh, no, I just meant that I canceled your order, so I didn't need to swipe for that. And I said, oh. And you know when it's their fault, but you're like, you know, you're trying to be kind, so you're like, oh, you do that. Oh, no, I thought, but you said, you know, that I didn't need to swipe my card. He said, no, I need to swipe it for the lemon muffin top. I canceled your order so you didn't get charged for your drink. You should see that come back to your bank within 3 to 5 business days. So blood is boiling. My blood is boiling a little bit, but my face, I'm keeping it kind, okay? I'm keeping it cheerful. I'm all smiles. All smiles.
All smiles. I'm making this face.
So blood is boiling. My blood is boiling a little bit, but my face, I'm keeping it kind. When we engage and interact with different people, especially people who service us, like people who are baristas, they work the register at the store, you know, they're serving us food, whatever it might be. There's something in our mind that says this person is beneath me. Now it's subconscious, so it's not something we would say explicitly, or even a thought that's right there on the top of our mind, but it's just in our behavior and our actions. And it comes out especially when something goes wrong. And listen to me, something is gonna go wrong. But this is important to keep in mind. You know, when you're doing your work or you're doing something for somebody else, you're not gonna get it 100% all the time. You're not gonna knock it out. You're not gonna get a home run. It's just not gonna happen. And I hope that the same level of grace and patience, and kindness that you would want extended to you when you make a mistake, when you make an error, and a legitimate error, when you're in the wrong, you did something that you shouldn't have done. the same expectations or hopes that you would have for other people when they're engaging you, man, you got to give it back. And I think I did. I know in this video I'm kind of being silly here, but man, I was trying to be as patient and kind. I was a little frustrated, but I knew, hey, this is just Dutch Bros. No big deal. Seriously. I'm not going to lose my cool. I'm not going to allow my character to be compromised for a cup of coffee, man. But I think that happens more than we'd like to admit. I think we're in traffic and somebody's going too fast or too slow, or they're driving or doing something that we don't like. Maybe we're at work. Somebody called you. They talk to you the way you don't like, or your boss. Maybe you get home and you're talking to your wife or your husband or your kids or whoever, and you don't like the way it's going. Maybe you're at the store and you're just not happy with what you're seeing as far as in other people. They're being too slow. Maybe they're talking in a way that you wouldn't approve of. Who knows, man? But at the end of the day, you got to have patience with people. You got to be kind to people. You got to extend what you want extended back to you. That's the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Love people well. I guarantee you'll be in the minority of people if you do those things. It's much, much easier to lose your cool, your patience, to be mean-hearted, to be mean-spirited, especially during the holidays, man. I'm not one to say, hey, it's the holiday season, so you should be much more cheerful. But listen, I'm a fan of Christmas. I love Advent since I learned about Advent just a few years ago, man. And I want to do my best to make sure that this season is a special season. I believe that it's okay to be celebratory. I think it's okay to celebrate different seasons and times and have an extra cheer and an extra joy. That's just my opinion. But I think if I believe that, I want to spread that. And the only way to do that is if I'm intentionally pushing past my selfishness and just loving people, especially when they're making mistakes. So for the rest of this season, I'm challenging you, wherever you're at in life, whether you're a husband, wife, child, neighbor, friend, coworker, boss, whatever, man, be patient and kind with people. Spread that love, spread that kindness, and let it overflow into the rest of your year. Anyways, love you guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Oh, that was kind of like a trap beat. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Happy Hanukkah. Peace.